Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday evening to all my amazing viewers on this amazing channel. Today, both the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars will be traveling 3,695 miles across the Atlantic to London, England. And they are going to be at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Last time we did a London video was yesterday against the Steelers and the Raiders. That was in Wembley. This time we're doing it at Tottenham. And London is home of the 1908, 1948, and 2012 Summer Olympic Games, respectively. London is also home of Buckingham Palace, home of the British royal family, the London Eye, possibly one of the largest Ferris wheels in the planet even. The Tower of London, home of Parliament, and the Big Ben Clock Tower, which is iconic to London, one of the coolest clocks in this whole planet out there. So just keep that in mind. London is also home of the Wimbledon tennis tournaments, which they usually host each June since 1877. Sadly, they did not do one this year because of the pandemic. And yeah, so without a further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys at kickoff time. Here we are at Tottenham Hotspur in London as the Jacksonville Jaguars are ready to host the Cleveland Browns. This is a good AFC matchup in London as we see both teams come out of the tunnel today to battle off against each other to see who will win. I like the throwbacks on the Jaguars from 2012. Which I really like the logo and colors, by the way, by Jacksonville. Alright, it is kickoff time here in London on a nice December afternoon in London. And we see Dede Westbrook, who is not related to the current Washington Wizards player Russell Westbrook, who just recently, not too long ago, got traded to the Houston Rockets for John Wall. I think it was about last week when I heard that announcement. And he throws the ball to DJ Chark, 1-for-1 for Gardner Minshew, 2nd down and 2 for the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. They're trying to aim their second win in London on Madden 21. And Minshew gets sacked by Denzel Ward, one of the Browns secondaries. And this is going to be 3rd and 9 for Jacksonville. If they do not make a first down here, they will have to punt. So now 3rd and 9. They're going to do a passing play here, and he's going to get sacked there by Johnson. 4th and 15 now, and we see Jarvis Landry, the LSU product, alongside with his best friend and teammate, Odell Beckham Jr. Now, he's going to be ready to return here. He's going to break a tackle and get stopped at the 44. So this is going to be a first down and first time on the field for Baker Mayfield, the Heisman winner back in 2017, and got drafted first overall by the Cleveland Browns in 2018. Nick Chubb, one of the great running backs in this league today, runs it for 10 yards and gets a first down. And we are at the 46 here in London. We're at the 46, hands the ball off. And now he's going to break a tackle, 2 tackles at least. So this is going to be another 1st and 10 for Cleveland as they're on offense. They're doing pretty good with Nick Chubb running the field. And by the way, we're going to do all running plays until Chubb gets at least a touchdown possibly. And we may just do one passing play, so we just may as well do it right now. So this is 2nd and 10 from the 31. If we do make this first down, and gain a little bit of more yards, we're going to make a first down, and we do. We're going to use the HB plunge running play at the 17 here. Hands the ball off to Nick Chubb. Gets stopped at the 6-yard line there. And it is first and goal for the Browns. And we're going to use Nick Chubb here. If he gets it from 6 yards, he's going to score his first touchdown and the first points of the game for the Browns. And they do it anyway. Touchdown Cleveland. First rushing touchdown of the game for Nick Chubb as he adds up the points here in London as it's now 7-0. And this is Cleveland's second appearance in London. And if you guys saw the video, I think it was from either this season or last season, where they beat the New York Giants. And I think it was at Wembley. So we'll see you guys when we are on defense. And the first quarter is over here in London as the Cleveland Browns are taking this 7-0 lead over the Jacksonville Jaguars. So now we're going to blitz here on 1st and 10. They're at the 50-yard line here in London. So now 1st and 10, they're going to hand the ball off to Chris Thompson, the former Washington Redskins running back. And he thought he was going to get that touchdown all by himself, but nope, he got tackled at the 5. And hopefully he can get a touch. Hopefully the Jags can be able to score. Will be able to score in this quarter, and they definitely will. With Gardner Minshew, and he's going to throw it, and that will be incomplete there. So there is a flag. It is a holding call, and it is on the offense. Andrew Norwell. We are going to decline, and it will be 2nd and goal for the Jaguars. And I usually decline penalties because it will be another down, really, and they're at the 5. Chris Thompson gets stopped at the 7. Only loses 2 yards there, which really isn't that much, despite having 45 on one of the carries. So that's pretty interesting to see. Now it's 3rd and goal, and he gets sacked. And it's the second sack. Cleveland has 3. And Jacksonville is trying to attempt a field goal here in London, trying to get their first points up for their team. And they got to get their heads in the game because, well, this is a great game of football anyway. So this is just fun to play. And now we're going to use a special teams unit. This is our first kickoff because Jacksonville returned it in the first half and to begin the first half. And we will have it to begin the second half. Jarvis Landry gets stopped at the 35 there. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cleveland Browns. Now we're going to use a curl combo. And I'm thinking my receiver will possibly be Odell Beckham Jr. Hopefully, and I'm going to pass it. And it's incomplete for Baker Mayfield. 1 for 2 there that time for Mayfield. But he can throw a lot more passes because he was a Heisman winner at the end of the 2017 college football season. And Odell Beckham Jr. catches it. Nobody stops him. He's going to slide on into the end zone. Touchdown Browns. And this will now be a 14-3 lead here in London. Well, we might just try a 2-point conversion. If that don't work, there's always other options. Just kidding. April Fools. Even though it's December, we're just going to do a field goal try here. And it will now be 14-3 Browns in London. 1st and 10 from the 49 here in London. The Jaguars are in those black uniforms, which they only wore just for 2012. They wore the uniform style from 2009 to 2012. And this is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Jaguars as they're trying to aim their way forward to get their first touchdown. And Chris Conley gets a reception, but Larry Ujinobi of the Cleveland Browns is injured, which, by the way, Chris Conley is not related to the Utah Jazz player Mike Conley. And now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. Tyler Eifert, the former Cincinnati Bengals tight end, gets a reception. 2nd and 11 for the Jacksonville Jaguars, as we are here. And now Chris Conley gets a reception. Does he make a first down? They're going to say not quite, but 3rd and inches. Just at least a yard shy, but they take the timeout. And this is 14-3. And now this is 3rd and inches from the 10 here. So they could possibly get a first down or a touchdown. And Chris Thompson gets a reception, and he gets Jacksonville's first touchdown of the game here in London, as they are trailing by 4 against the Cleveland Browns at Tottenham Hotspur. All right, now 45 seconds to go before this first half is even over. We got Jarvis Landry ready to return for the Cleveland Browns here. And he gets stopped at the 24. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Browns, as they are ready to play some offense here. And I'm thinking my receiver will possibly be Austin Hooper or Jarvis Landry, because I really love this play. I honestly do, because there's a lot of options you can pass your receivers to. And we're going to take our 2nd timeout. I am saving mine, definitely, because I want to score a touchdown up until the first half is over. By the time this 2nd quarter is over, I'll hopefully get 1 TD in. And does he get a touchdown? Oh no, Beckham Jr. We're going to do a no huddle just to save on time. And we're at the 26 now. And Mayfield, he's trying to throw it spirally, and that is a touchdown by Jarvis Landry, the first receiving touchdown of the game. And the Cleveland Browns, we're going to try a 2-point conversion here. If this does not work, we're still winning no matter what. And we still got 2 more quarters of football action to go. And will Chubb get it in? The answer is sadly no. And we'll see you guys at the 2nd half. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff. And yes, Jacksonville, you guys missed this. Jacksonville got their first turnover of the game to conclude the first half even. Browns got an INT. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cleveland Browns here. And we're going to use, this is still going to be a passing play. We're not, why did I click that? Why am I, oh well, I'm still going to make, oh, I'm running the ball? I got Kareem Hunt. And he's going to run it down to the 48 for a gain of 20 yards. And he formerly played with the Kansas City Chiefs before coming to this Cleveland Browns football team. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 48. We got lots of yards to go before we get it into the end zone. But I just want to get at least 1 nice reception in before we get it into the red zone. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cleveland Browns. And this is going to be a 1st and 10. And I'm going to throw the ball. Does he get it? Nope. He does not get the touchdown. But we got other tries. This is 2nd and 10. We can always get touchdowns no matter what. We can always try throwing the ball and getting it into the end zone. That's the objective. And that's a penalty. And this is a pass interference, illegal block in the back. Defensive pass interference on Rashaan Melvin. And I'm going to definitely accept. And that does not count as our incompleted passes, by the way, in case if you're wondering. And this is going to be 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. We will be able to get this touchdown. And I pass it to Odell Beckham Jr. for his 2nd receiving touchdown. And this is now going to be a 27-10 lead here in London. And we'll see you guys when we are on defense. And the Cleveland Browns get a 2-point safety. Olivier Vernon sacks Gardner Minshew in the end zone. So we get a free kick return at the 20, so they have to punt it. And we got Jarvis Landry ready to return for the Cleveland Browns. And he gets stopped in the middle of the field. And that will be a 1st and 10 for the Browns. Now, I'm going to use the HB plunge. We're going to run at least 2 plays, which we should be able to get first downs on. So I'm going to run it. Maybe not. Well, I only gain like at least 2 yards, which really isn't much. We should go at least 20 yards, which would convert into 2 first downs, really. And that is nice. I mean, I pass it off to Odell Beckham Jr. and get stopped at the 22-yard line. And this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cleveland Browns. They're off on a good note today because they took the lead 7-0 before ending this first quarter. And they've been scoring points ever since. So he's going to throw the ball to Jarvis Landry. Does he get it into the end zone? They say yes, he does for his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. And this will now be 36-10 here in London. So they're taking the lead by 26 points. Wow. Chris Thompson gets a 36-yard rushing touchdown, and he scored Jacksonville's 2 touchdowns in this football game, 1 rushing and 1 receiving. This right there, my friends, is the first rushing touchdown for the Jaguars, and we'll see you guys when we have the ball. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London as the Jags are trailing by 19 points here, and we got Jarvis Landry. Juice Landry is what they call him. And he's going to return this all the way. No one's going to stop him. He's just going to run it all the way. This might end the 3rd quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And it does. And we'll show you the replay on that. But this was an incredible play. So I just like to do replays on that. Or may as well. And he jumps on into the end zone for a touchdown. And this will now be 43-17. It is kickoff time here in Tottenham Hotspur in London. And this is Jarvis Landry. I'm doing it in the better view. So now nobody even tries to tackle him. Just watch. Like, he just runs. Nobody stops him. End zone, 43-17. All right, and the Jags get a kickoff return for a touchdown to conclude this 3rd quarter as well. 98-yard return there, and we'll show you the replay on that before we begin the 4th quarter. All right, this is the kickoff here by D.D. Westbrook, 98 yards. This was kind of neat, having back-to-back kickoffs, by the way, in case you're wondering. He kind of did that same method like Jarvis Landry did, but he turned it to the left side and just got it into the end zone. And now this is going to be a 43-25 lead. So the Jacksonville Jaguars do not successfully make the 2-point conversion. And it's now 7-13, 23, 10-13. That's 23 in all. And now the Browns get to return a kickoff. Well, they're going to do an onside, so it really doesn't matter. So now this is going to be... So Andrew Sendejo, the former Minnesota Vikings player, returns it at the 46. So now we're going to use a running play with Kareem Hunt. We're going to take a little break from Nick Chubb because of his dominant performance he had today. And he gets stopped there. He does not lose nor gain any yards. So this is going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Browns in London. So they're off to a great 20-point lead. And they get stopped at the 45 here in London. 3rd and 8 now for the Browns. We're going to use a 4 verticals call. And let's see how that goes. All right, now we're going to... And he gets stopped. Doesn't even make the first down line. So now we're going to have to punt. Well, we're not going to do the actual punt itself. So we're going to fake it. So that's the objective. So now we're going to try. Does he catch it? Apparently the answer is still a no. And Minshew steps onto the field now for the Jaguars offense. So we only got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Caught it out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars as the clock is winding down here in London. Now he's going to throw it. Tyler Eifert. And loses about a yard, I'd say. So this is 3rd and 11 from the 38 here at Tottenham Hotspur in London. So he's going to throw it. Does he make it? No. And now they're going to try to convert on 4th and 11. Possibly going to get a 1st down even. But there is a flag. Oh, and that's an interception on Denzel Ward. And I think they're going to decline because they're just going to get a 1st down no matter what. And they still want the football. They just want to score, and it's just going to be still a 4th down. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Jaguars, and Dede Westbrook gets a touchdown. First receiving touchdown of the game, and this will now be 43-29. And the Jaguars do make a 2-point conversion, and now the Browns are ready to return this kickoff here, this onside kickoff, as it's now going to be a 12-point lead for the Browns, and they're going to get stopped at the 45. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for Cleveland. And now we got Nick Chubb ready to run the field for this Browns offense. So 1st and 10 now. I'm going to run it. Gets a hurdle there and gets stopped at the 30. All right, now this is 2nd and 21. We only got 37 some seconds left before the game is over. The Jaguars had taken all their timeouts, so now we have all 3 of ours. So we're not gonna, well, anyway, I'm just gonna make one final snap before this game is over, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna run it. I'm not gonna score any touchdowns or whatnot. And this is 1st and goal from the 3. No, from the 2, excuse me. Why did I say 3? Because that's how many seconds we have. That's right. 2, 1, and we get sacked. Game is over. The Browns win it. On the road, they would be the designated road team, the Cleveland Browns, as they take the win here in London by the final score of 43-31. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. We'll see you guys next time. This was a pretty fun matchup to see here in London today. And we will show you the next matchup, for the next episode, rather. And they're just going to show you the box score. 0 for Jacksonville, 7-13, 23, 10-13, 8. That wraps it up, everybody. That concludes it in London, England. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Alright, and this will be the next episode. The Dallas Cowboys traveling to the 4-1-2 to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. That wraps it up, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out.